this will be Bitcoin's next move, guys. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, guys, wherever you are on this beautiful world, whenever you're watching this video. Welcome to the Bitcoin family channel. For the newcomers, my name is Didi. Today, another very short video, 2 news items, 3 amazing charts, and yet an inspirational quote maybe at the end. I need to be very short because I have a beautiful day ahead of me. For that person that was commenting, Didi, why are you using a green screen? I am. This is not a green screen. This is real. This is not a screen. Look. I can go all over the place. This is not a green screen. I can even walk around this. This is my garden, guys. This is the garden that we are staying at the moment. Yes, with a beautiful pool and a beautiful house, but that is not a green screen for those people that think that it is a green screen. No, that was the proof. Didi is not using a green screen. Now, let's jump into the news first. Bam. The first news item. PayPal just added the Bitcoin buying option for all Coinbase users in Canada. So everyone that is in Canada now that wants to buy Bitcoin can now use PayPal. That is massive, guys. It has never been that easy for people in Canada to buy Bitcoin. Just go to the Coinbase, use your PayPal and start to buy Bitcoins. PayPal integrated into Coinbase in Canada, when in the United States, when in Europe, when in the rest of the world. It will become more and more simple for normal people to buy Bitcoin using payment platforms like PayPal or your bank account. Please understand that that's also the reason why you should be buying now. It is not difficult anymore. It is simplified for you. And if you don't buy, all those big whales keep buying and you miss out again. Bitcoin is the most powerful, best performing asset of the last decades, and it will also be the most powerful and the best performing asset of the next couple of decades. Your capital should be hedged in those assets, those store of value, the gold of the 21st century. Not in your fiat shitcoins on your bank account. PayPal understands that, the government understands that, international companies understand that. You should understand that as well. Please take that money away from your bank and put it in Bitcoin. It should be there, or gold, or any other better performing asset than the fiat shitcoins that are being printed out of thin air. First news item. Second news item. The 5 billion big Bitwise CEO shared yesterday with everyone that they are talking to multiple countries to add Bitcoin to their strategic reserve. Multiple countries are talking to the CIO of one of the biggest companies in the world when it comes to Bitcoin to buy Bitcoins to add them to their country's reserve. Please understand that is big news. And I don't think it's only Bitwise. I think it's also Coinbase. I think it's also Kraken. I think it's a shitload of these exchanges that are talking to countries to sell the Bitcoins to those countries so that they can add them to their strategic reserve. And probably not only the exchanges, probably also all the miners worldwide are talking to these countries. Why? Because these countries also understand that Bitcoin is the gold of the 21st century. They don't want to miss out. Call it FOMO, call it whatever you think that it is, but a country does not want to miss out on the next gold rush, because that gold rush has made many countries successful and very rich in the past, the physical gold rush. This is the digital gold rush. They don't want to miss out. You should also not miss out. Now, there were 2 beautiful news items why you should not miss out, why you should be buying Bitcoin each and every day. Now, let's jump into the charts to show you what is happening and what could be happening the next couple of weeks. Bam. The first chart for the day, guys, is of course the 4-hour chart. Look, what I told you, that resistance line now, that green line, that is resistance. We touched it once, we came back down, we touched it again. Now, if you look very closely, you can see a new pattern arising, guys. Look, because every time it is something else, like this is the low, look, it's trending up. Even if you would take the bodies for example. Some people want to take the body, then we go to the next body, low, higher low. So what are we making now is a low, a high, a higher low, trying to make a higher high, and we should be above this green line, that higher high. If that happens, that would be bullish. Look, we can also create first again a higher low over there and then a higher high. This is a pattern that could pull that off, a pattern that could push us above that green line again, which is the most important thing. We need to come above this green line. If that doesn't happen, then we could also see something bearish happening, because then you have these two lines and then you have something like this, and that could also lead to that 110,000 US dollars. Just to be very clear, we need to break out to be very bullish. We need to surpass this green line over there. We need to go above this line. Then again, we can get a little bit more bullish, because then the next resistance will be $118,000-ish, guys. So that's the move we want to see, because else we could go more bearish even, guys. A bigger correction, okay? Let that be clear. Now, let's jump into some other important charts for today. This one. This one is what everybody is asking me, Didi, what is happening to the altcoins? This is happening to the altcoins. This is all the cryptos except for Bitcoin. A golden cross did happen. This is the golden cross. 50 and the 200 crossing is a golden cross. Now, mostly after the golden cross, bam, altcoin season. Golden cross, altcoin season. Golden cross, altcoin season. We saw the golden cross. The altcoin should be reacting with an altcoin season. If that doesn't happen this time, then it's over. There is no more altcoin season coming. If they don't move up now, it's over. Bitcoin will take over, and Bitcoin will be the king of this bull market, and alts will be underperforming Bitcoin. This is what normally should happen, normally. But at the moment, alts are not really performing well. And you know my reasons for that. That's because there's too many altcoins. There is too many coins all in the whole, 12 million tokens nowadays. It's way too much. The liquidity is spread on all those tokens instead of Ethereum, Chainlink, and a few other like Sui that they should be buying. They're buying all kinds of weird tokens. So the money is spread, divided on all those tokens instead of a couple of mains. And that's why altcoin season is not pulling off yet, guys. Now, do I have other charts? Yes, of course I have other charts. There we go. Let me see over here. Bitcoin. Bitcoin is way more important than altcoins. And I will show you now in the next couple of charts why you should be hedged in Bitcoin as well. Now, this chart is showing you the relative DPO zones. Now, if you look at this, you have the cycle top, you have the local high, and you have a support zone. Now, the support zone is the pinkish box every time the bear market cycle, you know, of the bear market bottom, let's call it like that. If we go into these red dots, that's every time very bullish. That's the bull market top area. These orange are the local highs. Now, if we now look to, for example, the 2021 bull market, we had an orange there, the local high, then we had two greens, and then we jump to two reds. Now, at the moment, this bull market looks like orange, green, orange, green, orange, green, which reminds me of the bull market in 2017. Orange, green, orange, green, orange, green, orange, green, 2 times red. Now, I believe the next orange will be here, and then we could get another small green before we get 2 times reds somewhere October this year. End of September, beginning of October, that's my target still for 160K, and that will be these red dots. Then this line over there will be in this area. That is the bull market top area. This still buying area. This maybe a little bit taking profit area. This you need to get out. Simple as that. Next chart. This one shows you something really clear as well. Do you remember the chart I made or the years ago where I show you the tops, etc. Now this one reminds me of my chart. Maybe they looked at my chart and said, I'm going to copy that one. But this one is a little bit more clear when it comes to the cycles. These were the previous cycles. We are still in this green area, just after the halving. So when we go from green to red, top, green to red, top, green to red, ultimate top, green to red, top. This line is somewhere in the end of here, 2025, somewhere around September, October in my opinion. 518 days after the halving, like you can see there. It's the same on my chart. This is way more colorful, way more clear. That's why I'm sharing this one. From that top, it will take 12 to 13 months to create a bear market bottom. And that bottom will then be in December 2026 or even January 2027. And from there, it will again take 17 months until the halving. But that's not what we're waiting for. We are going in at that point. Look to the top. The previous cycles had a bear market bottom every time around that area. End of 2026. That's when you should be going all in again. Here, this area, we should be taking our profits. And that's the end of 2025. Please understand it. The chart is very clear. We haven't seen this green, bullish, super bullish area yet. We are nearing it. And we should become green now in this last couple of months of this bull market. Okay? I think the charts are very clear. Then there is one more thing I need to share with you guys, because a lot of you always stay in these fiat shitcoins, dollars and euros. I don't know why, but maybe this one makes it a little bit more clear. If you would have stayed since 2020 in Bitcoin, your purchasing power, Koopkracht in Dutch, Kaufkracht in German, would have increased with 1,200%. You would have been able to buy 1,200 times more today than you could in 2020. 1,200% more. If you would have stayed in dollar or euros, your purchasing power, your koopkracht and the Kaufkraft, would have gone down with 25%. You're buying 25% less now than you could buy in 2020 with your dollar or your euro. Do you see this difference? This difference is insane. It's not even logic that people want to stay in dollars or euros, realizing they're able to buy less and less and less with their money, their hard-earned money. They are fucking you over. You are making money that buys you less and less and less. You're earning that kind of shitcoins. This one over there, Bitcoin, you'd have been able to buy more and more and more just by hodling, not even by working. You could work to buy more Bitcoins to be able to buy even more, but your purchasing power, your koopkracht and the Kaufkraft would have gone up with 1,200%. That's not a joke anymore. 1,200% in the last 5 years against minus 25%. I don't even believe the minus 25%. I think it's minus 60% at least. But the official numbers say minus 25%, which already is a hell. Why is the reason that, like in Spain, restaurants are closing and everything? Because there is no tourists coming. Why is there no tourists coming? Because they don't have any extra money to go on holiday. But why do you choose to be in there if you need to be in here, in Bitcoin? Please understand that, guys. Last chart of the day.
Use my special link down below here to sign up to Bybit and claim your amazing bonus up to 30,000 US dollar. You will receive $30 for just signing up. Use my link down below and click it now.
I hope you really enjoyed all those charts, guys. Short term, a lot of volatility. Mid-term, I expect another move back to the 120 area. Long term, my target will stay the same. Octoberish, we will see a top of 160K. Could it be the end of September? Yes. Could it be the end of October? Yes. Could it even be December? Yes. But my top still stays intact, 160K. The moment we get closer to that target, and the moment I see the indicators still have a long way to go before you go bearish, then I will adjust my target maybe to 180K, maybe to 200K. But until then, the charts show me 160,000 US dollars for the top of the Bitcoin bull market 2025. And yes, there will be a bear market of 12 months all the way into 2026 till the end of 2026 and the beginning of 2027, where I again will call the bottom and tell you to step in and start to sell your round and buy everything in Bitcoin, guys. That were the charts. Let's jump into the next part. The inspirational quote for today, guys: life is not a problem to be solved. It is a reality to be experienced. And what kind of reality is, we don't know. Is it the virtual reality? Is it the matrix? It doesn't matter. Whatever it is, we should be experiencing it. We should not be solving problems every day, especially not the problems that are being created by centralized organizations like your government. They are very good. They are very well trained in creating problems, so you are only thinking in problems. You are only solving those problems. They are changing this rule. I need to solve that again. They are changing the tax on houses. Yeah, stop solving problems. Start experiencing life. That is the secret. That's the only secret. You need to stop, focus on solving problems, treating life as if it is a problem, treating life as if it is a puzzle that you need to solve, because else you don't succeed. You should be experiencing that puzzle, that life, whatever it is. Like I'm experiencing this green screen behind me. It's not a green screen. Again, watch the beginning of the video. I made a circle around that statue, not a green screen. Look, I can even move in my garden. But that is the quote for the day, guys. Life should not be seen as solving a problem. Life should be experienced. That's the only thing, guys. Life should be experienced. You should enjoy every single minute of the day of your life, because you already know, I told you many times, that life exists out of time, and time is your most precious asset. You should not waste your time on those things that you really don't like to do. You should waste your time on those things that make you really, really, really happy. Happy. You should experience that time as if it's timeless, because you become happy of what you do. You know, when you are enjoying yourself, you think, wow, 5-8 hours flew by. That is when you were living in the now. That's when you were experiencing life. You know, when you're like, oh, this is such a long day, I can't keep going. That is when you're doing something that you really don't like. That is when you're solving that puzzle, guys. That was everything for today. I hope you really enjoyed today's video. If you did enjoy the video, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends and family, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and leave a comment. What do you think about the charts? What do you think about the news? What do you think about the quote? What do you think about this green screen garden? Bam.